Technology for U.S. history classrooms. Dr. John Horn High School desires to integrate technology and 21st century skills into U.S. history classrooms by providing a class set of Chromebooks. Because students are unable to participate with district Bring Your Own Device or BYOD initiative, and school technology resources lack adequate quality to supply teachers and students. In other words, demand evidence and think critically. The main goal of the project is to provide more technology to classes that don't normally have access to technology. As you can see from the graph, the population versus technology is kind of staggering. We have about 3,000 students in our school with very limited resources. As you can see right here from the graph, this is the resources that we have versus the student population. We have one computer lab, we have 4 laptop carts, we have 4 iPad carts. We have Chromebooks, but they are particularly designated to certain teachers and to the library. The library last year got rid of all the computers in the library and to replace it with Chromebooks. The underlying goals of the project would be for teachers to create a paperless classroom, which is part of the district initiative, particularly to use Google Classroom to do activities, class discussions, research, you name it. But it would ultimately cut down on the amount of paper that teachers use in the classroom. But for the student perspective, we would develop certain skills that they could take away with them as they go out into the real world, such as using Microsoft processing tools, Excel, Word, PowerPoint. But there are certain projects out there like USA Test Prep that would get them ready for their STAR exam, particularly with the skills TEAC 29B, which is analyzing primary sources. USA Test Prep would allow students to get more practice with analyzing primary and secondary sources, which they have to do for their state mandated test. The project calls for about 90 Chromebooks. There are 3 U.S. history teachers, and this gives about a class set for each of the 3 U.S. history teachers. The funders' money would also provide access to programs like USA Test Prep and other concept developing programs that the project implementator would bring. Overall, the whole project would take about a year to implement. Getting the Chromebooks, making sure that they have the district stamp on them so that students don't take them, teaching the teachers how to implement this technology into their classroom, and overall trying to find more programs for students to use to benefit. But overall, the program would call for the use of Google technology. The reason that this project should be funded is that even though the district has a BYOD initiative, as you can see from the graph, each year we are getting an increased number of economically disadvantaged students into the district. In 2014 we had about 20%. Last year we had about 30%. This year we're estimating 40%, and then in 2017 we're estimating about 50%. So as more BYOD students enter into the district, they will not have the technology available to them to be successful in classes. So overall, we need this technology to benefit the students of Dr. John Horn High School and ultimately bring them into a 21st century learning environment.